Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good day to each and every one of us, especially my students in the subject Fundamentals of Criminal Investigation with Intelligence. Welcome to part 4 of this subject with the title Cardinal Points in Criminal Investigation. Okay, so when we say cardinal points, these are the key points to be answered in criminal investigation. Okay, so what are the topics to be discussed in this video presentation? First, what are the 6 cardinal points in criminal investigation? Second, what are the purposes of the 5 Ws and 1 H? Okay, so huwag kukurap at alamin po yung mga kasagutan sa mga tanong na yan. Okay, so let us proceed. So cardinal points in criminal investigation is called 5 Ws and 1 H. When we say cardinal points, it is the key points, okay? Key points are the most important points in criminal investigation. Why? Why is it that it is considered as the key points? Because all of the questions to be answered in criminal investigation starts from these key points. Okay, so what are the key points or key words? No, you have the word when. Okay, second is where, and you have third is who. You have what. You have how, and we have why. Okay, so the first letters starts with W. It has 5W, kaya tinawag na 5 Ws, and how start with H, that's why it is called 1H. Okay? Then, Dempsey, one of the authors of the book entitled Fundamentals of Investigation and Police Operational Procedures, no? Dempsey described this question as Newtway. Okay, so bakit niya sinabing Newtway? Kasi yan daw yung pagkakasunod-sunod pagka nilagay po sa police blotter. Okay, so first na cardinal points na nasasagot ay dapat daw yung letter N. When was the crime committed? Kaya pag naglagay sa police blotter, di ba? On or about 1500 hours of October 15, 2020. Ayan. At Finma Arroyo University, Cabanatuan City. Okay, then susunod is who daw. Yeah, yung dulo ng letra, no? Who, then susunod is what, next is how, then last is why. So kaya niya tinawag na Newtway. Okay, so ano ba yung Newtway daw? Newtway is formed by using the last letter of each of the questions. Take note that these questions are designed to uncover as many facts as possible regarding crime or an incident. Hence, these are very useful in establishing the patterns, leads, tips, and theories concerning the crime under investigation. Okay? So ano ba yung tinatawag niyang patterns, di ba? Patterns refers to the series of similarities that may link one case to another case pattern, di ba? For example, iisang weapon ang ginamit o kaya naman ay isang klase ng biktima o kaya naman ay nagmatch yung pong ballistics examination ng isang homicide case or murder case sa isang lugar at doon sa ibang lugar. Okay? That is patterns. Makikita mo na iisang tao or isang grupo ng taong gumagawa sa isang krimen. Okay? So leads are the clues, no? Clues that derive from the pattern and tips. Ito yung magiging clue ng isang investigador para siya po ay magkaroon ng theory or haka-haka tungkol sa isang krimen. Then tips, ladies and gentlemen, refers to the information usually given by citizens or witnesses regarding the identity of perpetrator, okay, regarding the location of perpetrator after he have committed the crime. Ayan. Then theories, okay? These are the conclusion that was made by the investigator, okay, or presumption that was made by the investigator after he have or that was derived from the patterns, leads, and tips. Okay? So, theories refers to the conclusion of the investigator after gathering some patterns, leads, and tips regarding the crime under investigation, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Then we have also the so-called cardinal questions. Okay, cardinal questions. So, ano nga ba sabi dito, no? While performing his duties, the investigator should be able to ascertain the 6 points in his investigation. This can be done by using the 6 recurring questions. However, we have the so-called 6 cardinal questions. Pag sinabi nating 6 cardinal questions, these are the 6 key points. Ito yung mga pinakaunang questions dapat na masagot. Sa when, ba? Sa where, sa who, and the like. Okay? So, sa mga police blotter, ang nakalagay po doon, di ba? Ito po yung mga first question to be asked in each of the cardinal points. So, these are called cardinal question. First, when was the crime committed? And the answer for that should be present in the police blotter should be the exact date and time when the crime was committed. Next is where was the offense committed, and the answer that is present in the police blotter should be the location of the crime scene. Yan. Then who committed it? It should state the identity of suspect or suspects. Okay, then you have what specific crime was committed. The answer should be the name and designation of crime. How was the offense committed? Pertains to the modus operandi or mode of operation on how they have committed the crime. Then you have the last question, why was it committed? And the answer should be the motive and or intent. Okay, ano ang motibo at ano ang intensyon? Yan po ang dapat po na nakasaad sa mga police blotter, ladies and gentlemen, the answer for the 6 cardinal questions. Okay, ayan. So let's proceed to the different questions under the cardinal points. Okay, sa when, no? Ito ay ilan lamang sa mga katanungan na magiging guide, okay, sa mga investigador. Pero marami pa pong mga katanungan sa mga cardinal points. Sa when, pwedeng tanungin, when was the crime committed? Yun yung pinakauna. When was the crime reported? When was the evidence discovered? When was the first responder arrived to the crime scene? Diba? Yan po. When was the suspect surrendered? Ayan, sa mga question or cardinal points na when. Okay, you have who. So, ano naman yung mga pwedeng questions? Who committed the crime? Who had the motive to commit the crime if the identity of the perpetrator is uncertain? Who was the victim? Okay, importante ba na malaman ang biktima? Yes, of course, lalong-lalo na kapag hindi kilala yung pong gumawa doon sa isang krimen. Okay, you need to identify the victim first. Okay, bakit kailangan mong ma-identify yung victim? So that you will be able to know the motive why the victim was victimized. Ayan, di ba? Then, who saw what happened? Sino yung mga witnesses? Okay? Or sino yung mga nakakita? Who reported the crime? That is very important. Okay? Who may know or who knows something? Yeah. Who was the first people on the crime scene? Yan. Then sa where naman, when did the crime occur? When was the evidence located? Or where was the evidence located? Where are all the witnesses now? Where were all the witnesses? Where do the witness live? Where is the suspect? Where was the entry made? Where was the exit made? And many more. Okay? Basta tumutukoy po sa lugar. Diba? Then, you have what? What crime was committed? What was the relationship between the victim and perpetrator? What was the said and by whom? Or what was said and by whom? What evidence might be there at the crime scene? What evidence have been discovered? What was missing at the crime scene? What was left? What was moved? What was touched? What was altered? Then we have also how. Okay, how was the crime committed? How does the perpetrator gain entry? How did the perpetrator depart? Okay. Then we have why. Why was the crime committed? Why was the victim Why was the victim was there? No? Why was the location chosen? Why was the victim chosen? Why were the criminal implements chosen? And many more. Okay? Now, question, what is the most important question in crime scene reconstruction? Di ba? So, ano nga ba yung uh, pinaka ginagamit sa crime scene reconstruction? Okay, yun po yung cardinal points na how. Di ba? How. Okay, paano isinagawa yung krimen? Okay, paano pumasok yung pong perpetrator? Paano lumabas yung perpetrator? Paano binaril yung nung perpetrator yung pong biktima? Paano ginahasa ng perpetrator yung biktima? Okay? So meaning, the most important cardinal points in crime scene reconstruction is how. Okay? If the question is this, what is the most controversial question or most controversial cardinal points? Okay? So the most controversial cardinal points, ladies and gentlemen, is who. Ayan, who. Kasi yun yung unang hahanapin. Okay, especially yung pong unang who, yung who committed the crime. Okay, so that is the most controversial question. Okay, you need to ascertain first who was the one who committed the crime so that you can trace, locate, and eventually arrest him so that you will be able to provide physical evidence. Di ba? So yun yung pinaka-controversial question. Why is it that you are gathering evidence at the crime scene to prove that the one who committed the crime is the perpetrator that you have arrested? Yeah? So the question who is, or the cardinal question who is the most controversial question. Okay? The most common cardinal points that is being used in investigation is how. Okay? That it is used in crime scene reconstruction, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So, yun po yung ating mga cardinal points, and we have also cardinal question. Okay, next topic, what are the purposes of 5 Ws and 1H in criminal investigation? The following are the rationales of 5 Ws and 1H in criminal investigation. First, it aids the investigator in searching the crime scene or other places which may be sources of evidence because it serves as a guide, di ba? Guide po ito. Ayan. So, another, for the investigator, of course, it is being used in formulating the in questioning the complainant, witnesses, and other interested parties, or in the process of interrogating a suspect. If you will conduct interview, you will use 5 Ws and 1H. Okay, if you will process the crime scene, you need to use the 5 Ws and 1H. Okay. Number 3, it assists investigator and this officer in making brief statements of facts in the logbook or police blotter and in reports, of course, as what was discussed also in the book of Dempsey. Okay, yung newt weight kapag ka nagsusulat po doon po sa police blotter. 4, help the investigator in preparing the modus operandi report. How was the crime perpetrated? 5, assist the criminal investigation or investigator in furnishing a brief and concise criminal investigation report. Okay? So, ito yung mga questions na ginagamit in order to gather information, ladies and gentlemen. This serve as guide of the investigator during the process of conducting interview, di ba? It is also being used in crime scene search. Ayan. The crime scene, it also used in interview, interrogation. Ayan. It also assists in making the police blotter. And the last, it may also help in furnishing a brief and concise criminal investigation report para alam po ng investigador kung ano ang mga nilalaman nung pong investigation report. Ang magiging guide niya ay yung pong 5 Ws and 1H. Huwag niyong kalilimutan yan mga kapangarap sapagkat yan po ay napaka-importante. No? Hindi lang po during investigation po yan sa araw-araw nating pamumuhay, ginagamit nyo po yung 5Ws and 1H. Pero pag nagpulis kayo at kayo ay nag-imbestiga ng isang krimen, yan po ay sadyang napaka-importante. Okay? So, alamin ng mabuti. Yan, pwede nyo namang ulit-ulitin na panoorin ito pong video presentation at pwede nyo pong ulit-uliting basahin yung pong inyong mga modules. Okay? So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. Thank you very much for listening to this very short video presentation. And I hope that you have learned something from the cardinal points in criminal investigation. Okay? Ayan po. So, uh, if you want to be updated regarding the succeeding portion or succeeding topic in the subject fundamentals of criminal investigation with intelligence, do not forget to subscribe. And after you have subscribed, don't forget to click the bell button. Then after you have hit the bell button, then click all so that you will be updated in the succeeding topics that will be discussed. Thank you very much. Ito muli ang inyong kapangarap, kabalitaan at kakampi, Sammy Bing Estoque. Thank you and God bless us all.